Hi, I'm Brandon, and I like to cook. Ah, what are we doing today? We are doing homemade pasta from scratch. I'm going to show you how you can make your very own pasta noodles at your house from scratch, and I guarantee you these will be better than any dry pasta that you ever bought out of a box. I will guarantee you. And if not, you can come to my house and punch me in the face or something. I don't know. Maybe that, maybe something else. But I can tell you that once you learn how to make pasta yourself, that crap in a box is just that. It's crap. Crap, 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 crap. Sure, it's cheap. Sure, it's easy. But where's the fun? Where's the wow factor? You want people to come over to your house and be like, I can make pasta. I don't need Barillo or whatever. I got eggs, I got flour, I got salt, I got olive oil. Make you some pasta. This recipe also takes into mind that maybe you don't have a pasta roller, a little cranking machine. Maybe you don't have a Cuisinart with your little pasta attachment. So this is going to be 100% machine free with your hands. Well, you will need a rolling pin. A rolling pin is a definite must. But other than that, you won't need a cockamamie fancy machine. You need your hands, a rolling pin, the ingredients, and a knife. That's it for you to make your very own homemade from scratch pasta. That's all you need. And I'm going to show you how it works. Stick around.
For this recipe serving size, we'll need a total of 4 eggs, one whole egg and 3 egg yolks. I find the easiest way to separate the yolk from the white is to just crack the egg into your hand and hold it. The white will kind of go through your fingers and the yolk will stay in your hand. Whisk lightly to combine. Don't forget to stir in a little bit of olive oil. Next, we take 1 cup of leveled flour and pour it onto our surface. Make sure your surface is clean and dry. Then you create a small well or a little bowl out of your flour. Add a little bit of salt. And pour in your eggs. Now slowly begin incorporating the flour into the eggs, doing it a little bit at a time to ensure no lumps are created. Don't worry, just take your time. This takes patience. If you accidentally break a wall and your eggs start to get runny and try to escape, don't panic. Just kind of scoop them back in there um, and keep going. Continue mixing the eggs and flour until they start to become a dough. Eventually, it will become dry enough to handle with your hands, and you can get in there and start kneading it as a true dough ball. Remember to keep flour on hand in case your dough ball is still a little bit too wet, and vice versa. If it's too dry, you want to keep water on hand in case it gets all crumbly and stuff. You add a little bit of water to make it sticky and continue kneading for a few more minutes until it gets to the desired consistency. It's going to be kind of dry and springy and kind of fun to play with at that point. Now we want our dough to rest, so we want to wrap it in some plastic wrap and set it aside for 30 minutes to an hour. The plastic wrap prevents the dough from drying out while the gluten does its thing and the dough becomes even more doughy. Okay, our dough is now ready to be rolled out. First, we'll need some flour, and the flour is for sprinkling on the surface so that our dough doesn't stick to the surface while we roll it out. Next, we want to cut our dough down into more manageable sizes because when you begin rolling the dough out, it actually really spreads out and becomes rather unmanageable if you have too large of a piece of dough. So we want to work with small pieces because they get really big as you roll them out. When using your rolling pin, going back and forth is not the way to do it. What you want to do is firmly press in one direction or the other continuously. I like to fold the edges of the dough to give it a more uniform shape as I'm rolling it out. Continue rolling until your dough is nice and stretched out and really thin. You want your dough to be good and thin because when you boil it, it's going to absorb a little bit of water, so the thinner the better. I like to do it till it's almost as translucent. It's almost kind of like tissue paper almost, but a little bit thicker. You can kind of see your fingers through it. Now it's time to cut our pasta noodles. So first I like to trim the edges just to keep it like a nice clean uniform shape. Once my edges are trimmed, I like to fold the top piece and the bottom piece till they meet in the middle halfway. Once again, I'm trimming the far edge to keep it uniform, and then cut just like that. And that piece you come over, you unfold it, and there you have a pasta noodle. Keep going till you have lots of pasta noodles that are ready to be boiled. Drop those bad boys in the water for about 2 or 3 minutes, making sure they don't clump up, because homemade noodles sometimes like to really stick together, and boy, I mean stick together. So make sure those guys don't clump up and just let them boil for about 2 or 3 minutes, and they are good to eat. Drain and serve. Use a colander, use a pasta basket, use one of these handy pasta spoons like I have. But yeah, just drain and serve.
All right, here we go. Let's dig in. Let it get cold. Mmm. 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 It's so plain. But it's so good. Holy crap. You eat these one at a time. Oh, they're so fat too. The fat noodles. It's like really substantial. Oh, I should have made a better sauce for this. Oh my god. Like, I swear, man, nothing beats a homemade noodle. Like the mouthfeel, like the. Ugh. All right. If you've enjoyed this stuff so far, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. It means a lot. It'll get me up there, get me noticed, get that algorithm pumping. And stay tuned. Well, if you subscribe, you'll see what I'm cooking next, because there's always something to cook. Peace.